Welcome to Programming with VisualStudio.net. .NET is pretty exciting technology. It's one of the most innovative things that Microsoft has ever created. And there's been a lot of interest in the industry and among developers who are very familiar with the Microsoft tool set in .NET and in VisualStudio.net. One of the things that has been missing so far in all the different ways that people have approached .NET is how do I actually use Visual Studio to start programming in the .NET framework. And that's really what this is intended to be, is a way for people to get in, start using Visual Studio, start creating some applications, and just get moving with the technology. So this is not intended to be a very deep discussion of the .NET technologies. So that's really reserved to some of the other courses that we have around the .NET framework. We will spend a little bit of time introducing the .NET framework. We'll discuss some of the core concepts, the common language runtime, and some of the other things. Those will be fairly brief, but we do need to have a firm grasp of what they are so that as we move forward and start using the Visual Studio tool, we'll know how Visual Studio manipulates the framework. So that's really the first thing that we're going to do. And the second thing we're going to do is we're going to then start looking at Visual Studio itself. We'll get into the IDE, we'll learn how to create Windows applications, we'll learn how to create web applications, we'll learn how to create web services, we'll figure out how to work with things like how to create macros in Visual Studio for working within the IDE itself. So these are some of the things that we'll be discussing, and I think it will be pretty engaging. So without delaying any farther, let's just get going.